Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Mr. Westerman, for your leadership on this important issue. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to talk about something that affects every single person, not only in this room, but in our entire country. You need it to turn on the lights. You need it to drive your car. For my folks back home in Central Washington, it's how you run your farm, your business, and your home. And recently, the cost of that energy has gone through the roof. For years now, the Biden administration has been telling the nation that global markets are complex and there are dynamics that are out of our control that contributed to the highest gas price since 2008 and spiking global oil prices. But we know better. This administration has effectively shut down all future energy and resource development, has created one of the most hostile environments for energy and resource producers, and continues to take actions every single day to further their Green New Deal agenda. And they should absolutely be held responsible for the burden now placed on the American people who are struggling to make ends meet. While it's very clear to me, just as I know it's clear to my constituents, President Biden and this administration is failing to display the leadership America needs and deserves. But there's a silver lining here, and that's H.R. 1. The Lower Energy Costs Act will finally get government out of the way of the American people. It will put an end to serial litigants stopping energy projects. It will cut through the endless red tape our producers face, and it will unleash American energy to lower the cost for every American. This is what we need, and it's what the American people deserve. Thank you, and I yield back.
Good afternoon, friends. This is a warning to all Social Security beneficiaries. A big change has just been made. The Social Security Trust Fund depletion date has been moved 1 year earlier. Millions of beneficiaries will see their benefits decrease sooner than expected. This news comes as the latest batch of monthly checks were just sent out. My dear friends, I'll be sharing with you everything that you need to know, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dear friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. American Social Security checks will get a lot smaller in the year 2034. That is 1 year earlier than was projected last year. And that's if lawmakers do not act to address the pending shortfall. According to an annual report released today by the Social Security trustees, Social Security trust funds are now projected to run dry in 2034 rather than in 2035. Then at that time, the fund's reserves will be depleted and the program's continuing income will only cover 80% of benefits owed. The estimate is 1 year earlier than the trustees projected last year. About 66 million Americans received Social Security benefits in 2022. Meanwhile, Medicare is in a more critical financial condition. Its hospital insurance trust fund, known as Medicare Part A, will only be able to pay scheduled benefits in full until the year 2031. By that time, Medicare, which covered 65 million senior citizens and individuals with disabilities in 2022, will only be able to cover 89% of total scheduled benefits. Last year, Medicare's trustees projected that the hospital trust fund's reserves would be depleted in the year 2028. Immensely popular but long troubled, Medicare and Social Security are on shaky financial ground, in large part because of the aging of the American population. Fewer workers are paying into the programs and supporting the ballooning number of beneficiaries who are also living longer. Healthcare is becoming increasingly expensive. Social Security has two trust funds, one for retirees and survivors, and another for Americans with disabilities. So looking at them separately, the Old Age and Survivors Insurance Trust Fund is projected to run dry in the year 2033, at which time Social Security could pay only 77% of benefits, primarily using income from payroll taxes. The date is 1 year earlier than what they had estimated last year. The Disability Insurance Trust Fund is expected to be able to pay full benefits through at least 2097. That is the last year of the trustees' projection period. Merging the two trust funds would require Congress to act, but the combined projection is often used to show the overall status of the entitlement programs. Social Security's projected long-term status worsened over the past year because the trustees revised downward their expectations for the economy and labor productivity, taking into account updated data on inflation and economic output. The long-term projection for Medicare's hospital trust funds finances have improved, mainly due to lowered estimates for healthcare spending after the height of the crisis. Also, the program is projected to take in more income because the trustees estimate the number of covered workers and average wages will be much higher. But regardless, the bottom line remains that Medicare is not bringing in adequate money to pay the costs it is expected to incur. The trustees' reports are the latest warnings to Congress that they will have to deal with the massive entitlement program's fiscal problems at some point soon. But addressing their issues is politically challenging. Elected officials are hesitant to suggest any changes that may lead to benefit cuts, even though that could reduce their options in the near future. The program's shortfalls are back in the spotlight this year, as President Biden and House Republicans battle over how to address the nation's debt ceiling drama and mounting budget deficits. GOP lawmakers want to cut spending in exchange for resolving the borrowing limit, while the White House said it will not negotiate. Though Biden has repeatedly vowed to protect Social Security, his latest budget proposal did not include a plan to stabilize its finances. However, his proposal did call for extending Medicare solvency by 25 years or more by raising taxes on those earning more than $400,000 a year, and by allowing the program to negotiate prices for even more prescriptions. Spending on the entitlement programs is also projected to soar and exert increased pressure on the federal budget in the next coming years. Mandatory spending and interest costs are expected to outpace the growth of revenue and the U.S. economy. So, dear friends, what do you think will happen to Medicare and Social Security in the next 5 years? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Well, my greatest and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community and for being here every single day. To show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners in a video later today. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos. And do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and click and like several of my videos. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Friday.